Actually, my girlfriend wanted me to buy a sewing machine and sew with her, and I thought, well, all right, we'll give it a venture. And I started to buy the first quilt that I ever did, full-size quilt. I went to the library and I got a book. It was this over here. It was the folded origami, three-dimensional. Nobody told me that I couldn't just do that, so I didn't know any better. So I just got it and I did it, and fell in love with it. As you opened up those petals, it just like the whole thing just blossomed. So that's where I got started. Along the way, by meeting other quilters and so forth, I've learned how to do binding properly. It's a challenge for me to do like the mitered corners, in the corner of the binding. And in Houston, I learned how to, I used to overlap them when you came to the end and put them together. And I learned another technique that makes it look like you can't tell where you began or ended. It's really a nice technique. And it's little by little, like I say, we learn from each other, and, something new all the time. Probably my favorite part of quilting is finding a piece of fabric that has multicolors in it, like this here. This is my focus fabric, and then I like to find other fabrics that blend in with this that match it. It's a table runner class that I took, and then I've taught the class several times. As a quilter, I think part of the biggest joy is sharing it with others. It's about fellowship. We started our Sit, Sip, and Sew group around the same time that I started quilting, and we've learned a lot from each other. We teach each other. We share ideas, and we just share our experiences. It's just a joy to share with others, and we've done a lot of outreach projects. Through this, we've done a lot of charity quilts with Project Linus. We go to DeGraff, once a month, and we sew there, and it's just a joy, to be able to share your gifts with others. All quilters have books. This book is great because it has patterns in black and white, and you can take the same fabrics, and wherever you put your dark, light, or medium fabric, changes the whole look of a block. I learned this technique in 2006. A friend of mine invited me to go to Houston to the International Quilt Show, and I saw this technique there. They had this was actually a kit that I bought. You use your organza fabric as your background or your foundation fabric, and then you take your other pieces and you sew on both sides, and then you put your black bias tape to make it look like stained glass, and you can hang it in a window, and it looks good from both sides. I really enjoy this technique. Unfortunately, the only place I've ever seen this was in Houston, so I've had to make my own patterns. This is just a small version of, I think I got this one probably out of a coloring book. Just a small pattern. I like doing the crosses that I have, on display at church, in the show there. It's been almost therapeutic. As a lot of people know, we lost our son 5 years ago, and it took me 6 months to get back into my sewing area. I just could not do it, and I found after I did get back in there, it was very therapeutic. It just relaxes me. I enjoy creating, new pieces, and the joy of, seeing others, enjoy those pieces also. So, and then making things for other people. I make a lot of charity quilts and do things for a lot of people, so I just enjoy that.